Hello, my name is Despair, and welcome to my show, 30-Minute Impressions. Today we'll be looking at my friend Cortex's favorite game, but before that, let's explain the premise of the show. Here I play a game for 30 minutes while talking, and at the end give a summary of my thoughts. The show is all about my first thoughts going into games, which I have been told are incredibly negative and nitpicky. I refute these claims, and I say that it's purely me being analytical, but that's beside the point. Let's get right into this. Hello, and welcome back to the show. Today we'll be playing a game called Valkyria Chronicles, as you can plainly see now that I brought it up. This is, as I said, one of Cortex's favorite games, and we're going to get right into it. However, there is one thing we have to do first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was to sync up the audio, and even if I don't get it completely synced, it's close enough at this point. So let's get right into it. I was originally going to do a series on Metal Gear Solid, but that series has way too long cutscenes, and I don't really want to deal with that.
The year was 1935.
This one has really long cutscenes too, doesn't
Two
it?
powers controlled the continent.
Cortex, you were
In the
supposed to
east,
tell me about
the
this.
sun rose over the autocratic
Please give me
East
time to get the
European
stopwatch
Imperial
going.
Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depend.
I'm sorry about that. Let me get that back
depended on
going.
the
I had to
precious
look at
mineral
something.
Ragnite for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories. And
Wait,
putting
those are
the
guns?
Federation defensive. Emboldened by their progress and
Rip?
momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of Ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche.
Oh hey, apparently that's where we come in. Okay.
Gallia to arms.
A new episode has been added. Alright, let's get right into this. View this episode, because I assume that's how we play.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule. Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Is he drawing them? Okay.
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and,
Yes, oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
I would have opened the book to show it to them. Come on. Wait, you mean we don't get to play? I just have to... seriously? Alright, let's continue on.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old general's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
We're in a war! Oh man, there's gunfire! Oh man, I can't believe it! Ah! Was that a grenade? Rip.
Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Alright. Okay, can I actually get to play? Please? Okay, by pressing F button. Can I play? Am I gonna be, is that allowed? Like, that would be great if I could play.
Okay, here's the plan.
Okay. I thought I turned Skype. Give me a moment. I turned Skype off. I'm sorry. It does this sometimes. I'm really sorry. Okay, continue on. We'll deploy from here and take out all three of them. Just cross the bridge and take them out as fast as you can. Our objectives here are to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy. Failure, Welkin dies, Alicia dies, 20 turns pass.
Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
Alright. So far, this game...
I see 3 of them.
Okay.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp. Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
Alright.
Here we go.
As you move around in action mode, the action points gauge at the bottom of the screen will gradually deplete. This represents the user's mobility. Once you reach 0, the unit an eye on the user's remaining AP while their motion is critical to keeping them safe. Now use WASD to move near the sandbags. Not what I wanted to do, not what I wanted to do, not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. I did bad. A unit with 0 has attack and target mode is unable to act. Okay. I don't know how. What is that it? No. What's it looking for? I don't know what that key looks like. Oh no. In current action. Okay.
Moving out.
Oh wait, I can do this?
Now.
Yes, in current. And then... Okay, so far, my complaints with the game. They've only sort of explained everything that's going on. I do like that it's got a really unique, I do like that it has a really unique gameplay style. I will give it that. It is fairly unique. It's just a bit confusing on what you're supposed to do a lot of the time. We'll end our current action. About ending the phase. When your CPU reaches 0, the player phase ends and the new phase begins. Okay. So, here's my issues so far. I'm gonna try and put them up in a thing, too. My issues so far, I don't really know what's going on. They had a lot of cutscenes to explain everything that was going on, and I was paying attention. I know that there's a war over a mineral, but that's about it. I don't know the situation of the world, a lot of other things. I sat through a lot of cutscenes before even getting into the game, even though it very clearly showed me going in through different phases, so I would have expected to go through a bit more gameplay before then. And I don't have enough information on the characters yet to pass judgment, but I would like to end my current phase. Use CP effectively. Alright, makes sense. So... That is a good point. I only see 2.
Here we go.
So let's take Mr. Main Character. Then let's take him out, kitties.
Take this.
Alright, so we took him out. Scout's dead.
Yes.
And I don't see the other guy.
Hostile sighted.
Hostile sighted, okay. While hiding behind cover, units are harder to target, take less damage, and are immune to headshots and critical damage. Units caught out in the open by enemy attacks will be easier to hit and could take significantly more damage. Advance carefully, moving from cover to cover, and always try to end your actions safely from harm. Live to enough to secure victory for Gallia. Another thing, this is not a new story thing. It is a much larger empire going for a smaller country. It's just your typical underdog scenario. This isn't bad. People like underdogs. I like it. But it would have been interesting to see a new take. Alright, so we got the guy. We killed everyone in this first area. So, I've got one story gripe, one
I don't see any more of them.
big issue with game design, but I do have some stuff I want to say good about it. It's got a very interesting gameplay mechanic, and something I have never seen before. That's good. That's really good. A new episode has been added. Something tells me that I'm not going to make it very far. Because we're 15 minutes in, and I'm not through the prologue yet. And another cutscene. Here we are.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it. What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
Snake, do you believe that even love can bloom, even on the battlefield? Okay, I'm gonna assume that at least one of you got the joke or everything so good, and we're gonna move on. So we done with the prologue? Okay, we're to chapter 1.
In defense of Brule.
And 12 minutes. Wow, a new episode has been added. Let me guess. More cutscene.
Seeing that old mill spinning again really makes it feel like home sweet home.
I hear that. It really is one of the most beautiful things about this town.
I hope a bomb goes off and takes it out now.
Well, citizens,
The trees are glitching
our
out.
enemy can't be far behind. I thank you for your help. Goodbye, and take care.
What was with the little laugh thing? Why is there always a little laugh thing?
How's the packing coming along, Ys?
Almost done. I only need to take the everyday basics.
Well, the Empire's got to be close by. Let's hit the road by sundown.
Martha, look! Welks is here.
Oh, welcome back, Welkies.
You're still calling me that? Martha, I'm 22 years old. And more important, you shouldn't be running around. Aren't you due any day now?
A light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know. I've already had 4 of them.
Hello there. Is Welkin in?
Oh, hello, Alicia. What brings you here?
I just wanted to apologize. For before.
Is that bread?
Here. This is for you.
That's bread.
Really? These are for me?
I work at the bakery. Well, I did until the war started anyway. It's where I live, too. That's preserved bread, so it's pretty hard. Heat it up before you eat it, all right? I baked it myself, so the flavor's guaranteed. Best you ever had.
Thanks. Do you want to come in?
Shouldn't you be, like, out patrolling and making sure we don't get shot? Seriously. Make sure we don't get shot.
Arrested and shot at? You've had a busy day of it, haven't you, Welkies? And what a lovely lady you are for all that adventuring. Good job, Welkies.
What? Wait, no, it's not like that. Alicia just saved my skin, that's all.
He's right, we just met. I'm not his girlfriend, just his hero.
Okay, another cliche thing. Lovely.
Although I'm really hoping to be his friend.
Okay, getting even worse.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will. Be good to my Welkies here, won't you?
Okay, seriously, Martha, enough with the Welkies already.
That's a lovely portrait. Is that General Gunther?
Yup. It was taken before I was born. But that's Dad.
That's Dad? You're a lucky guy. And who's that with him, there? My father, Tamer. He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation. Wait a minute. But I thought the General was your dad. My birth parents died when I was a baby. The General was kind enough to take me in as his own after that.
Yeah. We're not related by blood, but she's definitely my little sister.
Even this is getting worse throughout this entire cutscene for me.
Sorry, was that question too personal? No, I don't mind at all. I was blessed with 2 wonderful fathers. Yeah, I guess you were, huh? Oh, is that really the time? I've got to get going.
You're staring at your hand for the time. Do you have a backwards watch on?
Off, Welks? I can take care of the rest of this on my own.
Alright, I will. I'll be right back.
See you later, Isara. Safe travels.
Okay, defensive. The windmill tower. I'm sorry if I'm not speaking much. I'm just trying to let the cutscenes speak for themselves, and I'm talking as I
Look at
need
this.
to.
Brule's really becoming a ghost town.
They've been leaving for a while. Just about everyone is evacuated by now. You can't blame them. Tensions are rising with the Empire. We'll survive. The Town Watch will guard and protect the home front. Everyone will come back someday. They'll come back when it's safe again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Welkin, I'm curious. Are you gonna join the army like your father?
I don't think that's for me. What I'd really like to do is be a teacher.
20 bucks says he joins and dies.
Yeah. Animals and insects, flowers and plants, they've always been my passion. I've learned a lot from nature. You see, my dad, he protected this country as a general, but it's just that I want to give back in my own way. My own way. You know what I mean?
I think
Okay,
I do.
don't see why you had to repeat
You're
yourself.
sure about it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's deep in your own way.
Okay, we get it. In his own way. Oh, is the tower coming down? Tower's coming down.
That sound.
We all fall down. Rip tower. I called it. I called it. Okay, now that's just rude.
Move it! Come on, let's go!
Alright. Gonna thrust us right into combat? Please thrust us right into combat.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it, the mill.
Miss Melchior, the Imperials are attacking. There's a squad of them in town right now.
Get all the Town Watch together, now! We've got to fend them off.
They must be at Mill Plaza. I'll help.
Thanks, Welkin. Now
Thought you
move
said
out.
you wanted to be a
Stay
teacher.
low.
Not a soldier. You're awful quick to accept the soldier work. Okay, I could continue on, but I have 4 minutes left, and we can't do this in 4 minutes. So I'm gonna save. Okay. So, let's talk a bit about this game. I'm going to stop the footage here, and we're going to go to a black screen where I'll start giving my thoughts. So, here's the game, how I see it. Here's my issues. There's some good and some bad. The good is it's got a fresh new combat style. The world looks like it could be expanded upon and looks interesting just from a first glance. And the characters are okay. Now, here's the bad things that I've got. The game doesn't really bring anything new other than gameplay. The story is a tale we've all heard before. It's underdogs versus the big power, also known as small country versus big country. We have, and it's also, they're not fighting over anything new. They're fighting over something that we're basically fighting over today. They're fighting over what's basically their oil. It's a mineral that they're using to power things. So they're fighting over oil. Another issue I have is that the characters, while they're written okay, they could be done a little better. We're already starting to see a cliche boyfriend-girlfriend thing going on between Welkins and Alicia, and their dialogue's really predictable. Another issue that I have is in the whole cutscenes. Cutscenes are good. Everybody likes cutscenes. But this is something I also have issues with in the Metal Gear Solid series. You have to have a cutoff point. You have to be able to put gameplay in, even if it's something small. You can't let the entire thing go by and the first 15 minutes be all cutscene. Here wasn't as bad. They only had 8 minutes, but that's still an agonizingly long time when you're wanting to get right into the gameplay. You can skip it, but then you'll have issues with story, like I even had for the first bit, where I wasn't understanding everything. I didn't even know the year until after we got to the end of the prologue. But that's about all I really had to say on the game, my thought-wise. I hope I threw a list up. If I didn't, slap me over the face, or slap me over the head. And now I'm just going to talk about some other stuff for my last minute. This series will come out once at the end of every month. If you have a game you want me to do on this series, tell me and I'll try and get to it. But for now, I already have a schedule done until then. I'm also going to be doing 2 continual series that go once a week every month, and whichever series I feel like at the time will end up getting an extra week. But that's about all I really have to say. I'm running out of time, so yeah. Good luck, have fun, and if you don't mind, subscribe, like, leave a comment on what you think I could do better, and yeah, see you next time.